What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team News. People been coming for Falynn lately. You know, her finances and how she's going to survive and oh my gosh and all of these different things. People are all in her business about, oh my gosh, you're broke. How are you going to survive? He didn't leave you no money. Yeah, I had a prenup and all of that. And Falynn is just online like, I'm good. My life is great. So let's get into the breakdown, how much money she have and how well she's doing and all of that. I don't watch people pockets, but some of you asked for a video like this. So let's get into the Falynn's part of this video.
Falynn, what happens from here? I mean, there have obviously been a tremendous amount of people, the women who have been a part of this show and have gone on to do some amazing things, even still while on the show or out, after they've left. What do you plan on doing? Because this is a major platform for you. And you've already got a great life, but do you plan on kind of taking this and flipping it into something else?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a very big philanthropist. I don't really post about it or talk about it much, but I'm very big on philanthropy. So wherever it is and whichever direction that takes me, I'm definitely going to go down that route and continue that. Outside of that, I'm an artist as well, so I paint. So I'm opening up a gallery. So between those two things, those are the two things that keep me very grounded, sane.
Yes.
That's what you guys can look forward to seeing more.
Okay. So the gallery is going to be in Atlanta, I'm assuming?
Miami.
In Miami? Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have some plans on making Miami like a second home type of, or is it already?
It's already a second home. We own a home in Miami as well. So you see us there half the year and then in Atlanta the other half of the year.
I'm no longer responsible for her financially. No, Falynn's not broke. I promise you. She's a good catch. She got plenty of money. No, Falynn's not broke. I promise you. She's a good catch. She got plenty of money.
And that right there is for the people watching Falynn's pocket. Going on her older post, leaving comments like, this year you got balloons, dear. Porsha snatched your man. Sorry, okay? That comment was left on this post where she wrote, I guess my husband wasn't finished with my birthday surprises. I literally have the best husband. Exactly, okay? I am proud to say I am now a part of the Bentley family. A huge thank you. And she went ahead and gave thanks to the car dealerships and all of that for helping my husband bring this surprise to life. This was for her birthday last year. Fast forward this year, she simply posted a picture in her beautiful dress with the balloons and her name. She did not post what she received. She did not do any of that because during her birthday, a lot of mess was going on. Even on her birthday, the blogs pages were posting her just being positive towards her. Her soon-to-be ex-husband couldn't even allow her to just have that day. He was online being messy. Most of you saw that video I did. If you missed it, go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist to watch it, or I will link it in the description below. And when I did the very first video, I provided a breakdown of what Falynn is going to get, okay? On April 30th, however, she appeared to accept the complaint as the pair reached a final settlement agreement that enforced their prenup, okay? Within the settlement now, you have to understand, Falynn came into the marriage with her kids. He came into the marriage with his kids. They do not have children together. They've been together for 5 years, but according to him, they were only married for 1.5 years, and according to her, they were married for 2 years. So whether she's running up the year or he's just being petty, let's just say they were married for 2 years or a year and a half. That's not a long time to be splitting. Allegedly, he's worth $40 million. A year and a half, no children involved. That's biological children involved. That's not a long time to be requesting too much and getting too much, especially if the both of you had a prenup. Now, let's just say they were married for 10 years plus, then that's different, okay? So, within the settlement, both Simon and Falynn waived their rights to alimony. Though Simon agreed to pay Falynn her portion of the profits they made from selling the property they jointly own. Yes, ladies, put your name on that deed, okay? Totaling $153,000, okay? Simon also agreed to pay her $50,000 in 2 installments as an equitable division payment per their prenup. The document notes that Simon would maintain ownership of their current home. Falynn have until May 28th to leave. So all of the stories running around about her payout and she's not getting much and all of that, I already broke all of that down in the very first video I did on all of this, okay? I don't be watching people podcast like that, but you know what? I've been throwing Simon alleged, net worth around and all of that because it made sense for the video. So since we're throwing his net worth around, let's throw hers around. Falynn allegedly is worth $2 million. That amount could be more or less. The same thing I said about Simon, it could be more or less. You can't always 100% believe what you read on the internet, okay? But her net worth is $2 million, and they're saying that she accumulated 20 plus million with her husband, Simon. That's what it said. But when it comes to her own money, what she have, she's worth $2 million. $2 million is a lot depending on how you live. Well, Falynn will be fine because $2 million is a decent amount for you to survive as long as you keep adding to that $2 million and as long as you're not living above your means. Ask Sheree. She will tell you all about that. No shade. Let's stay focused, okay? Because Sheree is cool with Simon. Oh, because Sheree went on that trip with Simon and Akon and all of that, and she's cool with Simon now. Oh, Lord. Porsha have lashed on to Sheree now, child. And if Sheree comes back, you already know whose side she's going to be on. So between her art gallery, that is if she's still opening it, because you never know if it was just her doing her thing by herself or if her soon-to-be ex-husband was included in the process. But let's just say she's still moving forward with that. Between her arts gallery being worth $2+ million, so her charity and everything that she's doing, like I said previously, Falynn is good. Now, for those of you who missed the reason why she started her charity where she helped women, this is what Falynn had to say. To see the entire interview, go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist. It's on there, but I can link it in the description below just to give you all easy access. If you saw this entire interview, you can skip this part and move on to the next part. I'm just doing this for the people who are first time clicking on my channel and video and you had no clue Falynn had this interview and said all of these things. I'm inserting this clip for you.
Okay, so talk to me about this. I saw on one of your posts, you talked about you've been through the grunges, right? Like you've been through some things, and you even kind of talked about that from what we did see on the show. Can you tell us about your life prior to joining this show and the stuff that we don't know about you? Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a little bit inside because if I talk too much, and we're going to be on here for a few hours, but
Okay.
No, I think with that comment, where I was coming from was probably domestic violence. I used to be in a very abusive relationship, and it took me years. It took me years to be able to leave. I still don't necessarily have the reason as to why. I guess I felt like I wasn't strong enough because when you're being verbally and physically abused, you feel like they're right and you don't have a way out. And there is no one who loves you. And everything that this person says to you, you've taken on their energy for so long that you truly take on whatever words it is that they say to you. And I think that I'm in a place now that I left. I got up the courage to leave. I had nothing to my name. I remember packing up me and my children's things in a black garbage bag and hauling it over my shoulder, and I hauled ass.
Wow.
I woke up one day and realized this is not my life. And this is not where I want to be. This is not what I want my sons to see. I'm gone. And I got the courage enough to do that. And I think once you get to that point of clarity that it's time, or at least for me, it was time for me to share my story. I go through that for no reason. You know, I went through those things so that I'm capable of sharing that story to other women, because unfortunately there are women in those same predicaments who are not able to share their story with us today. And God willing, I'm here today to be able to do so. And so that's what I have dedicated my life to those women who currently need me, or those women who have made it out and who, you know, can help me spread that word.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, I'm sure that we're all either personally or are attached to someone who's been in a similar situation. And so that's a tough thing to talk about. So for you to come on here and admit it and talk about it is a beautiful thing. And I appreciate that. What piece of advice, or maybe even not advice, but what would you say to anyone who may be in a similar situation to what you were in?
That you're not alone, that there are so many women who are in your who have been in your same predicament, and there is a way out. All you have to do is believe it. That's all you have to do. Nothing else matters. Just believe it. And that is the step.
Thank you, Falynn. That was so good. Thank you for sharing that.
So there you have it. And like I said, when I originally posted that video and interview, I'm very proud of Falynn for being open and also helping women, especially going through what she went through and being able to come out of that. And so kudos to Falynn and everything she got going on, right? So between all of that, she's good. Now, of course, we don't know what goes on off social media, you know, whether she's not good or she's still going through the ups and downs. I love and appreciate the way how she's moving. Yes, I understand people say, oh, there's a gag order, you know, in the prenup he have in there that she can't speak, you know, bad about him or be negative towards him publicly. You can still spill the tea and talk about your marriage, your life, and your situation without being negative towards that person and still get the job done. Common example, when Porsha posted that his divorce was settled, most people, see, Porsha chose her words wisely. Most people, especially her supporters, took that and ran with it and say, well, they were never friends and he's a divorced man, meaning he's free to do whatever he wants. Then Falynn came online and in a very positive way, she was like, I'm just focused on finalizing my divorce. So she was still able to spill the tea for those people who did not feel like, oh my gosh, now I have to go do research or I have to go on YouTube and watch different videos. I don't have time for that. She spilled the tea by saying, wait a minute, the divorce is still not finalized. And so she was still able to get the same message across without being disrespectful or being negative towards him. So if she wanted to talk, if she wanted to drag him or them, there's a very intelligent way to do it and still get the job done, okay? There's still a way to make your point without going low and stooping to people level. And so I love the way how she's moving. She's posting images with her beautiful mother. She posted this in her Instagram story. She's spending time with her boys. She's posting her pancakes and what she's eating. Like, she's just going about her life. And maybe if she decides I'm going to give the Real Housewives of Atlanta a shot, she will be able to also tell her story. If we don't have to deal with, once again, another season of bias editing, let's go ahead and elevate one person, all right, and then make Falynn look like the wicked witch, because our goal is to make this one person look perfect. But the thing is, when a person is truly who they are, it doesn't matter how you flip it, twist it, turn it, edit. They will always reveal their true self. And Porsha Williams is doing just that. Now, I was going to include another part about Porsha that went on social media that was just like, my goodness, okay, Porsha getting dragged. But I'm going to do a separate video because I'm not trying to make this video 30 minutes, okay? And I'm also not trying to spend the entire day on here on YouTube, okay? Please be safe out there if you're going to cookouts or spending time with family, whatever you're doing this Memorial, weekend or Memorial Day. Be safe. I'm wishing all of you the best. Take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.